The drum that spoke at night. In the heart of Arumu village, surrounded by thick forest and winding streams, stood an ancient shrine made of red clay and thatched roof. At its center sat a sacred drum, older than memory itself, wrapped in dried animal hide and carved with the faces of ancestors. It was known simply as Akwi, the talking drum. No one touched Akwi, especially not after sunset. The elders said it had once been beaten by a spirit to warn the village of an invasion. Others claimed the gods themselves whispered through its rhythm, but all agreed. If the drum ever beat at night again, it would not be a man's doing. So when, on the third moon of the dry season, the drum echoed through the night, panic seized the village. Boom, boom, boom. The sound rose from the shrine like thunder. Women clutched their babies. Men grabbed torches. The chief himself led the elders toward the sound, hearts pounding like war drums. But when they arrived, there was no one. The shrine was untouched. The air was still. Only the drum sat in the center, and beside it, a single footprint. Small, bare, a child's. Yet not a single child in the village was missing. The elders were shaken. The chief ordered silence. No word of this leaves this place, he warned. But fear spreads faster than flame, and by dawn, everyone knew. That night, the drum beat again. And the next morning, something strange happened. Old Mama Ebel woke to find her missing yam stash returned at her doorstep. Kofi, the palm wine tapper, discovered a hidden letter his daughter had been secretly sending to a boy from the rival village. Acura the seamstress confessed to sewing charms into her rival's clothes to ruin her luck. Each night the drum spoke, and each morning the village uncovered a secret. Always true, always known by someone, but never shared. The people began to whisper, is it a spirit? An ancestor? A cursed child? One night, the village held its breath, waiting for the drum, but the shrine remained silent. Morning came, and with it, a discovery. At the edge of the forest, where the shrine shadow ended and the wild bush began, a young boy was found, curled under a tree, sleeping. No one had seen him before. He wore no village markings. He spoke no known dialect. But when the chief asked who he was, the boy only smiled and pointed to the shrine. They brought him food, water, clothes. He stayed for 3 days and spoke little. But every evening, he sat near the drum and listened, as if waiting for something. On the 4th morning, he was gone. No footsteps, no trail, just a drum, freshly polished, and a final message carved into the wood. Now that truth walks among you, I no longer need to. From that day on, the drum stayed silent. But the people did not. They began to speak, not just of others, but to one another. Forgiveness bloomed where resentment once lived. Laughter returned to corners long forgotten. And the shrine, once feared, became a place of gathering, storytelling, and learning. The drum still sits there today, untouched, waiting,